Hey everybody, you read my post about where I was going to be today, and that's why you weren't getting a video, but apparently you're going to get a video. See you in a minute. So what a curious and interesting day. Should I do this properly? I don't have the hat on, guys, but welcome back. If you watched my channel before, thank you for your patronage. If you're new to Scott's Odyssey, welcome aboard. So I had a request this morning to show someone where I died today. "30 years ago. And it's been hanging really heavy on me because I don't think I've fully resolved it. And I'm sorry about the traffic sounds, but there's traffic, so you're gonna have traffic sounds. Anyway, so I was like, yeah, sure, no big deal. I could do that, you know, being cool because I'm Scott's Odyssey and I'm cool like that. Here's the reality though. As I got closer and closer, I was going into cold sweats. I had a knot in my stomach. My anxiety got kind of crazy, but I parked and I was like, I'm going to do this because I'm Scott's Odyssey. You know, biggest church bells, as they say. Anyway, let's take you through the story. So, I was living at the time in an efficiency with my, at the time, fiance, who was a very beautiful ginger, but as most of you know, no offense to the other gingers that are out there, but you guys really need to work on getting a soul. But aside from that, I was here at the Atherton house. And while I was here, had a situation where it was Friday. Rent was due on Monday, didn't have the money. Needed 150 bucks. And I found somebody, trying to block the light from you, I found somebody close by who was willing to purchase a video capture card, which in '93 really was uncommon. They really wanted it and they were willing to give me $200 for it. I had paid, let me try and get the sunlight out of you, I had paid $500 for it. So I had 15 minutes to get to their store before they closed for the weekend in order to have cash on hand for Monday to pay. What I did was I came out of the front of the building I just showed you, which is right there, and jumped on my bike. Right about here, I'm doing a force pedal. I'm gonna hurry up, and we're going this way. So I'm biking along here. I'm so excited because I'm actually gonna pay rent. Woohoo! And if you're a poor college student and you've ever been in that situation, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Very stressful situation. At that time, this corner was square cornered. There were no pedestrian walk signs, no pedestrian walking signs, no emergency blinky lights. And I'm on my bike and I come along here. You can see it's a blind hill. And they were disobeying the speed limit. And right here, at about the second stripe, that far from the curb, somebody hit the tail end of my bike, which caused my bike to go like this. Again, remember, it was a square curb. My steering wheel went this way and connected with the square curb. And then I went, let's make this fun, I went like this. And landed 40 feet from the corner and point of impact. My blood covered this block and this block, and well, fortunately for me, somebody saw it. Let's get to that part.
Yeah.
All right, got that. And you are.
This is crazy. Because
So-
our day has been going really weird tonight, and we have no idea why we're here.
This was this.
Really?
This is a God thing.
It is very much. That's what I just said.
She wakes up this morning and she goes,
Yeah.
"Take me to where you died." And I went,
Oh my gosh.
I went, "What?" And she goes, "Take me to where you died." And I went, "Okay, I'll do it." And she goes, "Really?" And I said, "It's been 30 years. Nobody's ever
Wow.
asked me.
Oh.
All the different girlfriends, family members, nobody wanted to know."
Yeah.
So
Well, he just said to me in the car as we were turning our truck as we were turning
I
around.
thought you died.
I thought you died.
I
He
thought you
he
died.
He thought.
I
He
did.
did.
I did. I was DOA when I got over to
Well, that's what we were told.
Penn State. Yep. And after 20 minutes of no brain, I sat up.
Oh my.
And they were like, "Life flight." And I went out to Danville. They had a neurosurgeon fly in from Germany, and
I know you weren't in good shape. Trust me, I saw you. This is strange, guys. This is strange.
This is God.
I think I spoke with
This is
you
a God
once
thing.
on the phone because your name was given to me just to say thank you.
Wow, that's so cool.
And that was like, yeah, that was the end of it.
Okay, so
Absolutely. Please tell me.
I was a detective in the 90s for the State College Police.
Let me bring
I,
it closer only
sure.
because of traffic
Yeah.
volume.
I began,
Yeah, we're good.
yeah. So I started working with the police department in 1984. And I was a detective in the 90s, but all hands on board for Arts Festival and football games.
Right.
So that Arts Festival, parking was so booked here that I had to park my personal car on Fairmont Avenue
Ooh.
and walk all the way to the police station. Well, at the end of my shift, I got one of my buddies to give me a ride in an unmarked police car. So we were on Fairmont. He was actually smoking a cigarette. In those days, you could smoke in the
Right.
cars. And I was getting ready to get out of my car, out of the police car, unmarked, to get into my personal car. And I said, "John, did you see that?" The other police officer's name was John Shoemaker. He said, "See what?" I said, "I swear to God, a guy just flew through that intersection." He said, "What?" So we pulled up, and sure enough, you were down here, you'd been struck. So we called 911. They got here very quickly, mostly because of Arts Festival, and you were really close to where the action was. And so they got you stabilized, I guess. We were told you weren't going to make it. You did have severe head injuries and severe bleeding, and it was very traumatic. And we didn't expect you to make it. So
I spoke to the emergency guy that was right there. He goes, "Oh yeah, you're the one who cold cocked me." And I was like, "What?" He goes, "Oh yeah, you knocked my block off. You just swung at me." He goes, "And sorry that you got charged for it, but you went through 2 sets of body braces on the gurney." And I'm like, "What's that mean?" He goes, "Well, the big fat Velcro straps we used to tie you in, you
We're
just
strong
tore
enough.
right through them." And I went, "Is that normal?" He goes, "Oh, with head injuries." He goes, "You guys get crazy strength."
Yeah.
He goes, "And we couldn't give you any drugs or anything for pain or anything because
you were completely knocked out, obviously, when I saw
Yeah.
you. So I
you have
retired.
one hell of a puddle on the sidewalk."
Oh yeah, I retired 11 years ago. And
Congratulations on retirement
Thank you.
safely.
My wife and I, I did about 27 years with the police department. Stayed on in another capacity for another 11 or 12 years, and retired last year. My wife and I live in State College, and we drove by here tonight, and I saw this man laying on the sidewalk, and a woman looked like she was calling 911.
Mhm.
And I said, we got to stop. And my wife said, what? I said, somebody needs help. So we
I
swung
said,
around.
take a picture of me
I
where
look,
she
and
died.
You suddenly lean up and look at me. So it's pretty amazing. It's such a pleasure to meet you.
Absolute
and I'm
pleasure.
so glad
I made
you're
it.
doing like you are. Yeah,
Thank you.
You made it. I didn't do anything. I was just here and made a phone call apparently.
You made a difference.
So that's amazing. Amazing.
See, life is interesting like this.
Life is scripted, my friends.
Interestingly enough, like I said, I only needed to go 3 or 4 blocks and was knocked out in less than 2 blocks. But it's really cool for me to come here and see this place right here. There you go, computer communications, free advertisement. Courtesy of Scott's Odyssey. This is the location I was trying to get to. Now here's what's really interesting. I, number one, didn't make it here. Number two, I've never been here. Never. Kind of cool. Anyway, if you weren't bored with the story and you like the story, a little bit of history of Scott's Odyssey from back in his college days, 1993, Penn State University. Remember, subscribe, like, click the notification bell. Do those things that'll help me and help me save the HQ, because I only got like a 3-month reign on that right now, and I'm trying to work that one out. So yeah, leave comments down below what you think of this, and if you didn't see the origin story of this was none of this was intentional. I was coming over here for personal stuff. Leave a comment. Leave a comment, because I love all of you in my community, and you guys already know that. This is going to be an interesting video. Hopefully I can get it put together before tomorrow night and get it out so you all know that it's happening. Anyway, as always, I thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.